For 45 years, Elizabeth I ruled England with an iron fist, presiding over a cultural and political revolution that reshaped the nation. But behind the scenes, the aging queen suffered a slow and agonizing decline, both physically and mentally. In her final days, she became increasingly paranoid, delusional, and erratic, exhibiting disturbing behaviors that shocked her court. While official reports painted a picture of a peaceful passing, conflicting witness testimonies revealed a more troubling narrative. This left England in a precarious position upon her death, threatening to tear the nation apart. The late Queen's ambiguous decision regarding her heir created a power vacuum that threatened to engulf England in chaos. Various factions, including Scottish, Catholic, and Protestant groups, as well as ambitious courts, saw an opportunity to seize power and advance their own interests. During this mysterious interval, her body remained in the palace under tight security, accessible only to a select few individuals. This theory is supported by her troubled family history, including her mother, Anne Boleyn, who also exhibited signs of psychological distress during her final days. Furthermore, the Queen's extensive use of toxic makeup containing high levels of mercury likely contributed to her physical and mental ailments, providing a plausible explanation for her erratic actions. This unexplained delay fuels suspicions that the actual time of her death may have been concealed to accommodate a pre-planned narrative. Sent just days before her death, the letter contained classified information, raising questions about the ambassador's sources and the extent of foreign knowledge regarding the Queen's demise. Some believe that she may have succumbed to natural causes, while others argue that she was the victim of foul play, such as poisoning or assassination. This unusual request underscored the Queen's capacity for empathy and compassion, even towards humble creatures, and provided a glimpse into her private thoughts and emotions. The lack of concrete evidence leaves the door open to multiple possibilities, allowing each individual to draw their own conclusions based on the available information. This revelation suggests that Elizabeth's death may have been part of a larger international scheme, involving espionage and manipulation, orchestrated by foreign powers, eager to influence the outcome. While the official narrative paints a picture of a serene and stately demise, conflicting accounts, suspicious behaviors, and the tireless efforts of those in power to control the narrative raise profound questions about the accuracy of this portrayal. By keeping her frailty hidden from the public eye, the Queen inadvertently created an illusion that proved difficult to dispel even after her death. The lack of transparency surrounding this critical period raises questions about the veracity of official accounts and the lengths to which those in power would go to control the narrative surrounding her death. Was her passing a natural occurrence, a tragic consequence of a lifetime spent in the public eye, or did malevolent forces conspire to end her reign and pave the way for a new era of rule? The absence of concrete answers leaves room for multiple interpretations, inviting us to ponder the fragility of truth and the lengths to which those in power will go to preserve their legacy. The elaborate funeral procession that followed 4 days later showcased the richness and pageantry of Tudor England, while serving as a platform for consolidating James's claim to the throne. As we conclude our exploration of Elizabeth I's death, we encourage you to embrace the spirit of inquiry and intellectual curiosity that defined her extraordinary life. Just as Elizabeth navigated the complexities of the Tudor court, may you, too, find courage in the face of adversity and strive to uncover the truth amidst the shadows of uncertainty. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the answers that lie hidden within the annals of history. The grandeur surrounding her final moments aim to reinforce the legitimacy of the new monarch and project an image of continuity and stability during a time of significant political change. This created a tense and volatile atmosphere in the final years of Elizabeth's reign, marked by heightened paranoia, espionage, and simmering resentment. The Queen's personal physician, Dr. Theodore de described a gradual decline in her health over several weeks, culminating in her peaceful death in her sleep from a cause not specified. These sinister discoveries pointed to a deliberate attempt to eliminate Elizabeth, potentially through poisoning, and cast doubt on the official account of her peaceful demise. Scholars like Tracy Borman have called for a re-evaluation of the traditional account, urging a deeper exploration of the conflicting evidence and the potential for foul play. Further research and analysis of primary sources are crucial to uncovering the truth behind the Virgin Queen's final days and the events that shaped the transition of power to James I. Sir Robert Cecil, who benefited greatly from a swift succession of James, and the potential poisoning of her favorite, the Earl of Essex, who had previously plotted against her. However, concrete evidence linking these individuals to any criminal activity remains elusive, leaving their culpability in the shadows of speculation and conjecture. The presence of poison in close proximity to the Queen's remains suggests a calculated and sinister plot aimed at extinguishing the life of England's longest reigning monarch. Yet other courtiers claimed to witness more dramatic symptoms in her final moments, including violent coughing fits, convulsions, and even hallucinations. These discrepancies raised suspicions of a carefully crafted cover-up orchestrated by those eager to sanitize the narrative of the ailing monarch. On March 1603, as England's longest-reigning monarch neared her mortal end, a small group of courtiers gathered in her bedroom at Richmond Palace, eager to catch a glimpse of their dying queen. Elizabeth lay motionless on her bed, seemingly weak and frail, and washing her hands in cold water up to 40 times a day. Acting swiftly and decisively, he dispatched pre-written documents detailing James's accession and succession, effectively bypassing any potential rivals to the throne. Within hours of the Queen's demise, Cecil had begun implementing measures to secure James's uncontested ascension and protect his own political interests. This immediate and thorough approach highlighted Cecil's cunning and ruthlessness, showcasing his ability to navigate the treacherous waters of Elizabethan politics with precision and speed. Such odd actions hinted at a deteriorating mental state, possibly brought on by years of stress and toxic makeup use. These disturbing behaviors served as warning signs of a profound psychological crisis gripping the once formidable monarch. As Elizabeth slipped deeper into her own world, her courtiers grappled with the alarming spectacle of a queen losing her grip on reality. Some said they detected a slight tremor in her hand, others claimed to hear her mumbling incoherently. As the minutes ticked by, a collective hush fell over the room. Then, just as suddenly as it began, her breathing ceased. Her eyes flickered open one last time, and then they stared blankly into the ceiling above. With bated breath, the courtiers looked on as the heartbeat of an era slowly faded away. At 9:20 p.m., Elizabeth I, Queen of England, breathed her last breath, bringing to an end a golden age in English history. When Elizabeth died, an air of tranquility seemed to settle over the kingdom. Her successor, James VI of Scotland, was immediately proclaimed king, ushering in a new era of Tudor rule. The transition of power appeared seamless, leaving many to believe that her death was as serene and stately as her life. However, the true events surrounding her final moments were far more complex, filled with hidden agendas, potential foul play, and a chilling cover-up that concealed the truth for centuries. Join us as we uncover the shocking reality of Elizabeth's death, challenging everything you thought you knew about the Virgin Queen's final days. We will explore the murky details of her passing and expose the dark secrets that powerful figures like Sir Robert Cecil sought to keep buried. Get ready to be captivated by a tale of intrigue, betrayal, and the lengths to which some would go to protect their own. The first thing to note is the strange and sometimes contradictory accounts of Elizabeth's death. Elizabeth's refusal to name a successor prolonged the succession crisis she inherited from her father, King Henry VIII. In her last months, Elizabeth exhibited peculiar behaviors that alarmed her court, including talking to her own portrait, pacing endlessly around her chambers. Robert Cecil, Elizabeth's chief minister, wasted no time in assuming full control after her death. One of the most perplexing aspects of Elizabeth's death is the 8-hour gap between her reported demise at 9:20 p.m. and the official announcement of her passing at 4:20 a.m. Elizabeth's bizarre behavior in her final days, such as talking to her own portrait, has led to speculation that she may have been suffering from a mental breakdown. An examination of the Queen's personal belongings and living quarters after her death revealed traces of poison, including vials found hidden in various locations around the palace. Several theories surround the possible involvement of key figures in Elizabeth's death, including her close advisor, adding to the mystery. The Spanish ambassador presented a letter to King Philip III of Spain detailing Elizabeth's death and succession plans. Despite the abundance of intriguing theories and suspicious circumstances, the true cause of Elizabeth's death remains uncertain. Elizabeth's final wish was for her beloved dog, the commoner, to be killed and buried alongside her, reflecting her deep affection for the animal. Following her death, Elizabeth's body was embalmed and laid in state at Westminster Hall, where it was viewed by thousands of mourners. Historians continue to debate the exact circumstances surrounding Elizabeth's death, with many arguing that the official narrative has been sanitized and incomplete. As we delve into the enigmatic circumstances surrounding the death of Queen Elizabeth I, it's essential to recognize the complexities and ambiguities that shroud her final moments. Elizabeth's unwavering commitment to maintaining her regal image throughout her long reign was matched only by her fierce determination to protect the secrecy of her declining health and personal struggles. Despite the passage of centuries, the lingering mysteries surrounding the death of Elizabeth I continue to captivate historians and the public alike. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of Elizabethan England and the tumultuous events that unfolded during the twilight years of one of history's most enigmatic